now our final segment on this edition of Hoods. Today, we've seen a little bit of everything that Uptown has to offer, from tattoos to comedy and everything in between. So why not end it with a great meal and some great drinks at the Fat Cat? Josh Oakley interviewed the waitress at the Fat Cat, and she talks about the restaurant and the great neighborhood it finds itself in.
I really like it's a little more subdued neighborhood than a lot of the younger neighborhoods like Wicker Park or Ukrainian Village. So I got a little bit older, you know, just a really nice feel to the neighborhood. It's really quiet, it's nice, friendly, it's just a great place to live. And it's the first place I've lived where, I mean, you can walk out of your house and there's restaurants and bars and stores, so it's great. I love it. My name is Julia Barden. First of all, it's the first place I've worked where we can wear our own clothes. I know that sounds silly, but for someone that's worn a uniform for 15 years, it's really big. And it's, you know, we're encouraged to, you know, talk to the guests, sit down, hang out. You know, I've actually become friends with people that are regulars here and got to know people in the neighborhood. I mean, my next door neighbors who, like, we share a porch, our porches face each other, and we'd always say, oh, hi. Like, I didn't even really know their names, but we'd always say hi, and it turned out they come here all the time. So we actually have become friends now. So they come in and, you know, we hang out outside of here, so that's probably the best part. You guys were there for trivia night last night, which we just started about 6 months or so ago, and it's like, I mean, you saw it's going great. It's really busy, people like it.
Got another game-related question for all you poker players. What do you call a poker hand, including the black aces and eights?
You know, we'd like to do, we do viewings like for different TV shows, like we're doing The Walking Dead on Sunday nights. We did Mad Men, like, it's a shame you guys actually didn't get to film it because I hosted like the Mad Men night, and so we dress up in like 60s clothes, and we do tableside old fashions and martinis and stuff, so that's a lot of fun. You know, we just do a big Halloween, we do a big New Year's, we all dress up, so, you know, we try and keep things, you know, interesting. Well, I mean, we really strive to be a neighborhood bar. You know, I mean, it's hard in Uptown to be a destination because it still is a neighborhood that's not, you know, really established. You know, we're not Wicker Park, you know. It can be a little scary for some people, you know, but so we really strive to get people from the neighborhood in here. Uptown, you know, got its name because it was like the place to go back in, like, you know, the 30s and 40s. I mean, the Uptown Theater, the Aragon, the Riviera, where everybody went to go dancing. I mean, they were like, you know, it was like the spot. I mean, if you look, I don't know if you guys saw, back by restrooms, there's just photos of old Uptown. So it really was like the spot to go. And I'm not sure of all the history, but, you know, when places that were that large, like the Uptown Theater is a city block, you know, couldn't afford to keep maintaining and have those kind of things. That's, I think, when it kind of fell into a bit of disrepair. But yeah, I mean, and the Green Mill, which is right down the street too, is like, they've been a, you know, famous jazz club for 50 years. You know, a lot of musicians, when they come in town, will like secretly show up there at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, and jam with whoever's playing that night. So, yeah, there's a lot of history here, but, you know, it's ever changing.
Now that we learned about the Fat Cat, I say the proof is in the pudding. So let's try some of this stuff out. Okay, come on, guys, come on. I love my job. Okay. We're gonna dive into some of this great food from Fat Cat. It looks like we have some chicken skewers here, right? And I think these are some macaroni and cheese bites. Who loves mac and cheese?
Oh, I do.
Thank you very much. So, okay, everyone gets one. Grab it up. Let's give it a taste.
pretty good.
That's not bad. I do love my job. And this is one of the reasons. This chicken is great, and I can see how it would be so much fun to do, like after a long day here in the set, because I do put you guys through the ringer, that you want to go and relax and have a little bit from the food. Okay, chicken skewers. Wait, you gotta taste the chicken skewer before we move on. Okay, I'm gonna get one more bite.
Me too.
Very good.
Okay.
It looks plain, but it has a lot of flavor.
Right, it really does.
Yeah.
My mother says not to eat, not to talk with your mouth full, but that's my job, Mom. I don't know what else to do. This is good. Okay. Are we now ready to move on to the macaroni and cheese bites?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dive on in. We have a couple sauces here. What?
I already started. That one's a little spicy. I tried that. It's good though.
A little spicy.
Yeah, I just don't want to double dip, so.
I love a little
Go with
spice
that one.
in my life. Okay.
I don't like spicy, so I'll go for the opposite.
Honestly, I wish I could share this with everyone, because it is a little tasty.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Okay. I have the spicy sauce, and what's the other? How's the other sauce taste?
Pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Okay. I didn't double dip. I went to the other side. Okay.
And this is just a plus going to the Fat Cat. There's plenty to do there.
Really?
I was there on trivia night. It was a lot of fun. So it's a good place to just hang out.
Awesome. Well, that's it for this edition of Hoods. Today we learned a little bit about Uptown's history, one of Chicago's oldest tattoo shops, the Tattoo Factory, and a great place to buy used books and records, shake, rattle, and read. Then we talked about Alternative Youth Center and the Inspiration Cafe, which are both giving back to the Uptown community in their own unique but special ways. And finally, we showed you the Arrogance Theater. Great place to see a great show, and the Fat Cat. As you can see, we're eating here, a hip, fun, and delicious dining experience. Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed your time at Uptown and got a taste of what it's really like in this neighborhood that has seen it all and survived to tell the tale. I'm Tara Johnson. Until next time, don't forget to be a good neighbor to your hoods. We're going to get back to eating. Good night.
Night.